oh my God, do you think we should address the situation?
I think you need to address the situation. Open up the notes app, sis.
Okay. I think that we need to just call it out, say what it is. Yes, our blue background has been found guilty of multiple counts of manslaughter, homicide, and sexual assault.
Yeah, so this is our new set, and it's like a monochromatic thing, which has been our thing for a long time.
Yeah.
The Converse pink and red, but
it's a new riff on an old classic, and I love it.
I love it. This is actually part of the work here is done by our friends who did our Netflix sets.
Yeah.
So we keep it in the family.
That's right. Women who really know what time it is.
They really know what time it is. You got to trust the girls.
They turned it out. I love it. I got to get all my moldy tchotchkes out of storage. And yeah, I think it looks great.
Well, could you imagine if we let gay guys do this? Honey, paisley.
Yeah, paisley. We'll do paisley like a plaid.
Like a rhinestone? I'm thinking leather and lace.
Rhinestones or pearls.
I think leather and lace would be a good vibe for us too.
Yeah, but next time. Maybe, how about
pleather and mace? Pleather and mace. You ever get maced? Why not? Why don't you live out loud, girl? Go get maced, girl. People do not fuck around.
What would you say to Elon Musk? Get maced.
Yeah, get maced. I watch a lot of Twitter that's fight clips, like videos.
Like fight in the Maccas?
Well, I feel like I used to watch like World Star and stuff, and I'd watch fights. But now, oftentimes, it'll be a fight video that just turns into a point blank shooting. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like high in my house being like, get her, girl. And then someone's just like, murder. And I'm like, this is on Twitter?
Damn, I don't like that shit. I've been getting into the bodies of water snatching people away.
I saw that too. Can I say
the family of Indian people who were just snatched away? They were standing on the rock while boom, gone.
Yep, gone. I've been having a really hard time with social media because X especially feels so conservative. The stuff that gets suggested for me all of a sudden in the last few months is so conservative and crazy.
It's not. I throw a stone into the water and I look the other way. That's my involvement with X.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I shout my little thing into the well and then I close the lid because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah. You put you poop in the toilet and flush it.
Yes.
You
and
don't
I
look
get out,
at it.
You know, and I don't look at it.
Handle it. And kind of like
I don't stick my head in the bowl and try to suck it back up.
I kind of like take the turd out and kind of like fillet it, type stuff. That type stuff.
Sidebar, I think I had norovirus, not food poisoning, but that remains to be seen. Thank you for the comments on that one. Yeah.
The doctors at home tell you what's wrong with you?
No, the doctors in the comments were like, sounds like norovirus.
Oh.
And it was ripping through the community. You know which one.
The gay community?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Not since monkeypox.
Pouring out for the monkeys.
Pouring out for all those hot people that got monkeypox.
Yeah. No, but I would, but Lady Bunny.
Okay.
I saw her live. I went to the dinner theater. So this is the great thing about Lady Bunny shows and some other shows.
What do you do? Just go watch her eat? That's good. Come on. A dinner theater. Oh, there's no food for you. We're just going to serve Buddy a 7-course meal with mics mounted all the way around her.
Like one of those old Victorian medicine theaters. You know what I mean? Like it's all like...
Yeah. Hi, Bunny. I love Bunny.
Theater in the round, and she's on a revolving thing just eating dinner. Oh... That is funny. No, but it's like you go to a drag show. There's like Brandon Voss does like those corny Cupid's Secret ones or whatever. The show is hot. The people are great. But most importantly, you eat food. So you don't have to go home hungry.
Well, that's
because the shows aren't good enough to like miss dinner for.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, some dinner theaters, they feed you and then show you.
That's what
some places they feed you during.
Yeah, there was the burlesque where we got fed during, and that was helpful at times because some of the numbers I did not quite enjoy.
Right.
And rather than just stare at my phone and be rude, I got to eat my steak Diane.
Well, I don't know if I want to see a Bunny burlesque number either.
She wasn't in that one. Oh, she goes to that's a hard one.
That's not back seam tights. That's blood coming out of her ass, leaking down her legs. She's vile. I love that. She's really vile.
She is vile. And let me tell you something. Not only is she vile, she is relentlessly vile, and she's got stamina.
She's a great performer. I've seen that bitch go off.
90 minutes.
When a song comes on that she likes, she will get in front of the decks and she will spin. I don't know how that wig stays on her head.
Cement. Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Prayer.
Cocking. Yeah.
Cock and ball torture.
barbed wire. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had some, I mean, she talked, she sang, she danced the house down 90 minutes, no break. I think she took one teeny little wiggle break to change. Wow. It was very impressive. I could never, have never been able to,
right,
and will never.
I've seen her, she used to do shows at Casita, and I would go get to see her at Casita in the basement there, which is a great place to see her because it's like 80 seats.
Oh, I love that place.
So you are up in her face, which is fun.
And if you hate the show, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, because you're right there.
Yeah, she'll know. Yeah.
You know? She did some very off-color material.
Did you write any of it down? Because I am slowly stealing her whole act. So
she did a whole number about you doing that.
Oh, did she do a Trixie in the tail? Right? Love that shit.
She had a pretty funny joke about me. I think she could have did a little better. It was, did you know that Katya's now religious? She's a Crystal Methodist. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I think that she did a lot. She had a lot of material about me, which is like,
my bunny joke about you would be like, have you heard about Katya? She died.
Well, that was the one about Bianca Del Rio. So she had a whole song about Bianca Del Rio about how she hopes she dies.
She's so sick. Have you ever seen that clip of her? She's outside of like Lee Bowery's memorial.
And she's complaining.
And she's complaining about the heat.
She owes her money.
Yes. I hope that's what you. I hope that's what you do. I was gonna say you do at my funeral, but we know what's gonna happen.
Please, what was it? Star Trek? Is it Star Trek? Now?
Somebody today was talking to me about how they were good friends with Hollywood Lawn, and they were like, you know, and she was just so funny. I miss how funny she was, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna miss when you die. Not even. I'm like. I feel like I'm always slowly preparing myself that you probably will die before me.
Well, now that I'm driving the car,
guess who else is on the road?
Baby,
honey.
Well, that's what I wanted to tell you.
The Venga bus is coming.
Look, driving. I have it on my notes. Driving.
I wrote down driving too.
Baby,
guess what I got here today?
Did you buy a car?
I have a car, and I rented it for 20 days. Rented it for 20 days.
What is that about?
I drove from the Enterprise place to my house, white knuckled it, had to turn the music off, take my sunglasses off. Everyone shut up.
Thank you. Thank you.
The air conditioning was on. I was like, I can't have that blowing on. I had to focus so fiercely.
Yes.
Because my first time driving in 10 years is crossing Hollywood Boulevard.
No, ma'am. Mary, like I told you, I thought if I crossed a four-way. No, it was a two-way stop sign.
Mary, and then guess what kind of, they have all different tiers of insurance, because I got an Enterprise rental.
You got like $5 billion a month.
I got the full. So if I hit someone else, their car, my car, and my body or their body, it's covered.
You win $3 million.
$85 a day.
Yeah.
$85 a day. I said, for that price, I'm fucking hitting somebody.
But
$85 to get to hit someone and be like,
drink, go, and get behind the.
So I was white knuckling, and I guess
it's scary. 10 years is scary. A long time.
I was just like, why was I so excited to get my license? I was gonna drive to PEG today. Mm. I was gonna drive.
I don't take the 101 here. Sorry about it. I never
take the side roads.
Bitch, let me tell you about Miss Cahuenga. Okay,
I know about Cahuenga, but I think that the highway here is quick.
Of course, the highway's quick. It's also treacherous.
No,
dangerous.
I remember in driving school, they said that more accidents happen on roads where cars are conversing. Less accidents happen on freeways because everyone's going the same way.
But here's the thing about that. The freeway is terrifying because people are texting.
Well, you get a fender bender. Let's say you stop short, get a fender bender on the freeway. You're like, everybody's safe. You get out, a semi-truck hits you on the road.
Final destination.
And the devil eyes.
666.
I rented a car to get here. I was gonna rent a Mitsubishi Mirage because it was the cheapest, and then I was like, I'm gonna splurge.
A Bentley.
No, I don't know what I have. We don't know what it is. It's like a luxury mid-size SUV.
Oh, okay. Audi.
I don't know.
You don't know. Let's find out.
Well, I was trying to get a car, and I was trying to get this car called a Lexus GX60, I believe.
I love the look of that car.
Yeah,
she's a big girl though.
The broker,
she's a size 14.
She's the broker, and also my driveway's Miss Petite.
Yes, you're driving.
So my first day driving, I just knock off both mirrors, and I'm like, who needs them? Like,
well, that happened to me the 3 days after I got my. Me being you, like after not driving for 10 years or owning a car ever, scraped the whole side of it coming out of my apartment complex.
I just feel like, and I Googled.
What was it?
It's an Audi.
What did I just say?
Audi.
That was my first guess. Audi.
I Googled fear of driving. I was like, do people have fear of driving? And I did on my private browser so nobody would find out about it. Don't ever go on my private browser.
I would
stay off my phone.
I don't. And the devil laughs.
Yeah, and the devil laughs.
Okay.
And they said that the only way through it is to acknowledge that fear is not real. And it's not a real thing. It's just a feeling. And you just have to drive more and you'll be scared less.
Yes.
So they said, leave earlier, drive in the slow lane.
Yep. You take all the precautions. You learn all the rules. And let me tell you one fucking thing. The responsibility of the first in line when there's a green fucking left arrow.
Yeah. I'm
on that shit. Nobody's got my game. I anticipate that shit before it even happens. My pedal is so
you run the
tuned.
red light.
No. Of course you have to wait for the stragglers because there's always fucking stragglers going on, the red. But I am never late for that green fucking arrow.
The thing is,
never.
I was driving thinking to myself, how did I forget that this is terrifying? Did you see the video of the Amazon delivery truck driving over the woman?
Did you see the video of the woman driving 90 miles an hour into a gas station?
Cunty.
That one you blink and you miss it. It was like
the Amazon truck goes over this woman not even that fast. It's like turning, and she screams so guttural. It's so crazy.
Like
and
over her whole body.
Over her whole body. Oh my God. And then the Amazon guy gets out, looks at her, looks around, and just drives away.
Fierce. Can I get that video?
I'll send it to you. It was
that's crazy.
Big Brother's listening because now that I've got my license and everything, they're like, "Do you want to see some crashes on your phone?"
Yeah.
So I'm excited to drive more. I think what I have to do is pick short trips. It's hard that I live on Hollywood Boulevard because the beginning of any car ride is treacherous.
Well, what about remember when I was up in the hills?
Do you need to be punished, princess? Are you my bad little girl who needs to be punished, princess? Ooh.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just like
just something.
It's like fun type stuff.
Remember that fucking windy death trap of the hills I was at?
Yeah.
That was crazy. People drunk.
People
texting,
jogging down the middle of the street.
People all in ninja black at the middle of the night, walking their black labs.
Girl.
On a 20, 30-foot leash. Like, what is this? Linda, Debbie, come on.
Girl, my favorite thing lately is 90-pound women walking with huge dogs off the leash.
Oh, yeah.
And then I walk by and they grab the collar. I said, if that dog wants to kill me,
yeah,
what are you gonna do, ho? That's like a race car deploying that parachute and it's the size of a slice of cheese.
Thank you.
That ain't nothing.
Nothing.
Girl. Do you think
my fear, my caution. My caution. I am on high alert when I'm in the car. I'm never relaxed in the car. I am content because we got the whole music library at our fingertips.
Right.
Any podcast, you can put it on. So you can't complain about traffic. You just can't do it. Mm-hmm. But you budget for time. You cannot rush. You can't do it.
You can't rush.
Can't do it.
Well,
you can't do it. You can't speed through a red light because you're late. You can't. Sorry.
Well, I was also trying to research the safest cars because I thought, well, if we're getting our training bra a little bit again, right? And my nipples, I've just started the
They're
hormones,
tender.
and my
Your
nipples
breast
are
buds.
just kind of like starting to bubble.
Yeah. Breast buds.
Right.
Yeah.
Breast buds. And before I can put the clothespins on and really have some fun,
I can't get wired.
Right. I can't get my nipples wired right now, So I was researching with jumper cables. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the safest car. And then, one of the safest options I was finding was a Tesla. And I was like, we're not doing that. Thank you.
Sure.
And then I think of myself parking at the PS Direct because at the PS Direct, you can park your car.
Oh, you can? But why?
But it's 4 Cybertrucks and my Hyundai Elantra.
No, my mama, if you're doing PS I Love You to LAX, they're going to pick you up.
They don't offer that anymore.
What are you talking about?
Now, when we get those cars, it's a private booking. They don't offer the car with it anymore.
That's okay. I want to get picked up literally. They come into my house.
And that's the thing. Driving is cute, but sitting in the back playing on your phone is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Absolutely. Yeah.
Also,
there's something about I put perhaps foolishly my trust in an Armenian man more than anybody else in this world.
Of course.
Because these Armenian men get me to where I've got to go, and they do it sometimes dangerously, but we're always come out on top.
While being on a family conference call.
Yes. A Zoom.
Yes. Yes.
It's great.
Zoom. Just a deep, long conversation. And you look at the phone and they're on 2 hours. You better just work.
There was one time, I can't believe it's only been one time, but girl, I think I probably told you about this. I thought my black car driver was absolutely drunk and on drugs.
I told you about the time I got out of a car and just said, "You drive crazy, bye."
That's terrifying.
He had to know.
That's the terrifier. That's the terrifier. But I mean, I don't do the highways. I don't fuck with the freeway.
What about the byways?
I love the byways. Love the triways. Love the I love Miss Cahuenga Pass. Ooh, ouch.
I'm sick of the byway erasure.
Thank you. Miss Cahuenga Pass. Socks it to you. But I do want
Miss Cahuenga, she's passing. Miss Cahuenga, she can pass.
Cahuenga doesn't give brick. Cahuenga, there's no bricks on a Cahuenga.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is sponsored by Airbnb. So I have to tell you guys, I went all the way up to my hometown of Wausaukee, Wisconsin. And in Wausaukee, we have 2 motels. I've never stayed at either of them. But when I travel, especially when I travel up north, where honestly, you guys, I love where I'm from, but on an average weeknight, we don't even have one restaurant open. So I like to be able to cook breakfast. I like to be able to cook dinner if I want, lunch, whatever. So I wanted to rent somewhere to stay. I got it was like a 4-bedroom, but it sleeps like 6 or 8 technically. I got a huge cabin right outside of Wausaukee on the river. And it was perfect for me. It was perfect. Great Wi-Fi. I mean, it had really clear directions on how to use everything from the Wi-Fi to the stove to the TV, everything. I mean, nice hot stove to make like breakfast in my underwear in the morning. Huge lofted ceiling, like giant king size bed with like a cabin quilt on it. I mean, I slept like a baby, a perfect little baby. Being able to travel and eat, like all I did, I brought like pancake mix. I brought like some cans of soup, but I didn't have to bring utensils. I brought pans and then I got there and I was like, I don't even need these. I mean, everything was provided for me. I also love this feature with the Airbnb app where like you can kind of plan ahead. So let's say I'm going to Florida and far in advance of my trip, I can start checking out the area and start favoriting different like options. And that way, when it comes time to crunch time, like I've done a lot of my perusing, my browsing for bookings, and I've got them kind of favorited. So in Milwaukee, my brother lives in Minneapolis, like anywhere that I'm going to stay, I always have a few favorited because it helps me just to make a quick reservation when it's time. All trips are better with Airbnb. I love it. If you want more space, more privacy, in a better location, and the most loved homes, check out Airbnb.com or download the Airbnb app. Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Chime. You guys, normally I speak to you like a little girl, but she's not here right now. Yes, I am. Well, nobody wants to hear from you today. Yes, they do. Why do you think that everybody needs to hear from you? I mean, what is your name? All you ever say is that you're a little girl. I don't have a name because I'm just a little girl. Well, why do you love Chime so much? I mean, what I know about Chime is that it's a checking account that helps people who are working on financial progress. Nobody is perfect, okay? I have, in my life, overdrawn to an embarrassing amount and I've had to be on the phone with the bank and have them read me because I didn't realize how fiercely I was overdrafting. A lot of these banks will have things where they're like, oh, we'll cover you. They'll let you overdraft almost in a predatory way. And like, that's not helpful to me. You know what I mean? I completely agree. That's why Chime has Spot Me. And that's why Chime will spot you up to $200 when you exceed your balance. My mom took me to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Nobody cares, okay? I'm trying to tell people about their financial responsibility. Okay. There's also MyPay, which is the best way to access your pay. Get MyPay when you set up qualifying direct deposits at $200 or more. Get your pay any day. Not to age myself, but I've had jobs where I have to go pick up a paper check and drive it to the bank. It's horrible. Being able to just have your money on payday exist in your bank account is truly magic. Make progress toward a better financial future with Chime. Open your account in 2 minutes at chime.com/bald. That's chime.com/bald. Chime feels like progress. Yeah. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. MyPay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range $20 to $500. $2 fee applies to get funds instantly. Chime checking account required. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. I had a fun time. I felt empowered driving, but I got scared. And I was going to drive here today, but I got scared.
I mean, don't you agree that...
Do you guys drive here?
No.
Do you get scared? No. Nick, don't get scared. Do you drive? Do you get scared?
But I've been driving in California
Oh, mama, try learning how to drive in Boston.
The thing is, like Milwaukee, when I drove, I always felt safe. I knew exactly where I was going. I never felt any congestion. I just am like, I'm crossing Hollywood Boulevard in my rental. Not to mention, I was trying to get that Lexus. I was trying to lease a Lexus because my accountant told me that if you lease it, you could like
Leasing makes sense.
You could write it off as a business expense if you use it for work.
And you can always have a new car.
And I was trying to get a car with a tall enough interior that I could sit and drag. Because I want to be able to ride to Netflix or something.
You got to get the Pope Mobile.
Well, they said the G-Wagon, that's what the NBA players get because it's high ceilings.
Don't get the G-Wagon.
But I was looking at this Lexus and I said, well, why don't you let me know how much it is? I'm very wealthy. And they said, $1,200 a month. I said, is this car going to fuck me? Is this car going to cook me meals? Is it an air fryer? What does it have?
You'd think that's a lot?
$1,200 a month for a car payment? My smart car was $400.
For a lease. For a lease.
For a lease.
A luxury vehicle.
Is leasing more than a car payment?
Not, I don't know, but
because now I'm like, I wanted a luxury because it's safer. A lot of these European and like Asian, like Japanese technologies in the car are very safe. But now I'm like, well, shit, should I just get the goddamn Toyota Tercel and just get the cheap car?
No, because you're going to be in the car quite a bit.
Living?
Like, when I get in the car, I need to be comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some of those cars that are, I don't know. Don't get the G-Wagon.
I was just looking for, I was researching cars with the tallest interior, so there was maybe a way I could sit in the car in a wig and not be like this.
Mama, if you're in a wig, you're not getting behind the wheel. That's
I'm not driving in drag.
I see.
Brandon would drive me.
Oh, I see. Okay. Moonroof.
This is giving Flintstones.
Totally.
The whole wig is perfect except the top that's completely blown out asshole.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, don't get the G-Wagon. That's so douchey.
Yeah. Well, should we tell people?
To not get the G-Wagon?
That we're fucking. I swear to God.
Soft launch. Soft lunch.
I'm going to soft launch my hard launch.
Soft launch. Oh my God, wait. No, the G-Wagon starts at like 200 grand or something?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know the lesbians who want to fuck us? Every time I joke about us fucking, they're like, ha ha ha.
Wait, is the Luigi Mangione sex tape thing real or fake?
I don't think it's real.
Okay. I spent a little bit of time trying to look for it. Just a little bit of time.
I feel conflicted because I do know it's a broken system and it's a political message.
No. We're not talking about systems.
I don't know if I don't totally believe anybody should shoot anybody.
Oh, no. I'm not co-signing shooting. I just want to see the man fucking.
Right.
I separate the shooter from the fucker. It's like the art from the artist.
Yeah.
I think we do disagree on that one.
No, I can't say that there's many shooters that I'm like, yeah.
Right. No, I haven't. Not since John Wilkes Booth have I really been hot for shooters.
Yeah.
Wait, by the way, we got to see fucking O'Mary.
The gay version, John Wilkes Boots.
John Wilkes Boots.
John Wilkes Boots. I know, I got to see O'Mary. I believe it's going to be Betty Gilpin now. It's
going to be Titus. It's Betty Gilpin is now, and then Titus Burgess is next.
Horny.
And I think he's coming up very soon. And I'm going to be in New York, I think, when Cole comes back to do the thing. So that's when I think I'm going to get it in April, right?
Oh, maybe we can go together.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We have to see
We go to
like
one event a year together. Yeah. Maybe this is the one. I think that's going to be great. I went to see, right before I left for Australia, I saw Andrew's February show.
Oh, the Valentine's.
Yeah.
He looked incredible.
Incredible.
That lattice costume, I don't know what, it was incredible.
Yeah, she really ate the girls up.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
She really ate the girls up.
What were the whores doing?
Gay stuff, type stuff,
okay.
Homosexual type stuff, ballet stuff, Cupid stuff. Okay. I went to a movie premiere or TV premiere last night.
The Righteous Gemstones.
The Righteous Gemstones.
Did you love that show?
It's rare that I'm invited to something I actually really like the program. Because normally it's to Barbie.
Yeah.
I like Barbie, but I hadn't seen it, so I don't know I'm going to like it.
Right.
I love The Righteous Gemstones, so I was like, hell yeah. I went, they had a church choir singing, and it was exciting. I don't know anyone in that cast.
Adam
I don't
Devine.
know. But I don't personally
John
know
Goodman.
any of them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
John Goodman wasn't there, but Adam was, and everybody was there, and there was also no gay people that I knew there. So it was maybe the first time I've gone to something where I don't know anyone. And of course, like the caterers, the people running the event all know Trixie and Katya because it's like young, cool people.
Okay. What's the demographic at the premiere then?
Well, it was like a heterosexual type thing.
Bible thumpers?
No, because it's kind of a Bible. It's kind of makes fun of mega churches.
It was like Ted Lasso crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a great premiere. 2 episodes. We got to watch 1 and 2. Great premiere.
Thank God.
I can't say much, but I love that show. And I came home and watched a bunch of YouTube videos of mega churches doing that level production that they do. Because in the series, they're like, you know,
it's a Beyonce
shooting
concert.
out of cannons. Yeah.
It's a Beyonce it's a full concert.
And I watched videos of mega churches where they have Santa in a sleigh flying across the congregation in the sky. People dressed as angels flying.
They better. They're fleecing you and not paying taxes. They better put on a fucking show.
And I watched a bunch of preachers doing crazy shit on TV, like touching people and they fall down.
Oh yeah, tent revival shit.
Yeah,
that's the stuff I love. The dusty tent act, the snakes, the strychnine, drinking strychnine.
You know about the snake shit?
Of course.
They make you hold the snake, and if it bites you, then you have the demon in you, and you just die.
Yeah.
They're illegal, but people still have them. They black out the windows of the churches.
It's so crazy. They have exemptions for churches, the ayahuasca. So people can do ayahuasca at these Brazilian churches or whatever. It's wild. But yeah, I mean, a mega church, you better put on a damn show. I had to suffer through Sundays of Catholic Mass. Oh,
it's just, I mean, could you and I start a church?
Absolutely.
Like if we write a book that's supposed to be like a Bible, could we get exempt status and just, why do they get it?
Because it's a religious organization. We just need to become a religious organization.
I just think it's weird that it's like, it's about giving. Give us money now. Passing it, like, why does believing in God cost money? Why is faith measured by, did you give money? It's a telethon where they're like, Jesus really needs your money.
It's a very ornate grift.
Jesus has one outfit.
He's dead. It's a grift. Although I've been thinking about this a lot actually though. The only good thing about religion is community, right?
Right.
You know, like-minded people, you stay connected, you help each other, they do the bake sales, they raise money for the community outreach and all that crap. This mega church, these Joel Osteen motherfuckers, these billionaire pastors who are not helping during floods and shit, they need to be like drawn and quartered because that shit is unforgivable.
Yeah, it was raining, so they had it on the Paramount lot in one of the sound stages. So it was a big red carpet and everything. And I got to go on the red carpet even though I'm not in it.
Really?
And
what did you wear?
Well, I did this funny thing last year when I was anorexic thin, which was buy a bunch of suits that don't fit anymore. So mama's just getting male corseted up and going to the functions. Face looking pillowed like JD Vance, just trying to bronze the side, trying to chisel
like J-Lo, not
trying to chisel down the face, just trying to shrink the face somehow.
You are so dysmorphic, it's unbelievable.
You have no idea. Walking around my house screaming, screaming before and after I woke up this morning, started screaming because I went to the event and I thought it was cute last night to have 5 drinks at the event.
You woke up screaming.
I woke up screaming because I had 5 drinks. Woke up and I'm still adjusting the time change from Australia. And you know when you have alcohol in your system, it converts to sugar. So sometimes you wake up early anyway.
I don't know.
So I'm up at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Watching
6 a.m.
6 a.m. watching Roseanne because apparently when I went to bed half drunk, I wanted to watch more John Goodman because I love John Goodman.
I do too.
He's so good.
Great.
He's so good in The Righteous Gemstones. He plays Eli Gemstone and everybody in that cast is so good. That's some of the hardest I've ever laughed at TV in my life.
I'm gonna get into it.
You got to get into Judy Gemstone. You got to get into all of them.
I'm gonna get into it.
Gay shit, all of it. And I woke up this morning feeling I had a great time at the premiere. I had so much fun. Of course, I know one person there. Naomi Grossman, who plays Pepper from American Horror Story.
Get out of here.
I did a photo shoot with her once, and I go, "Hey, you're like the only person I know here." And she was like, "You always say hi to me like you don't think I'm going to know who you are." And I was like, "Well, I never know because last time I saw her I was in drag, so I don't know."
Yeah.
So we're chatting, and then I tell her, I had my little drink, but I'm going to go home now. Stop by for one more on the way out.
Stop by where?
The bar.
The bar.
So then after 3 more, okay. I know that she sees me. And I know she knows I told her I was leaving. So she sees me, Miss Bald Lush, posted up at a table, throwing him back.
Miss Drunk. Miss
Open
alcohol.
bar. I'm not even in this cast. The cast has left.
Open bar. You have to take advantage of that.
Isn't that horrible?
No, it's not horrible.
Like, it's horrible.
No, it's not. Well, the waking up screaming is horrible. Taking advantage of an opportunity is
waking
lovely.
up screaming, and I've been having some body issues, and then when you drink alcohol, you feel puffy. So I woke up this morning in bed feeling like
Hootie and the
one of those
Blowfish.
robotic hamsters, the dancing hamster vibe. Like, I just started screaming. I woke up, I had 1 bowl of honey bunches of oats with almonds, and then screamed more.
Oh my God.
And then I just had to come here.
Well, shit.
And so you're welcome. Hungryroot, the root is on fire. Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Hungryroot. And when it comes to cooking and eating, I've got this problem. You guys know I've been trying to be a better cook because, you guys, I have a 6-burner stove, which is such a privilege. And so I've been trying to push my cooking skills, even though they are so rudimentary. And I'm also trying to, if I cook at home, make food that is, dare I say, good for me, healthy, and easy to make. And thanks to Hungryroot, it's the easiest way to eat healthy. It's like having a personal nutritionist. It takes the stress out of meal planning by recommending delicious recipes tailored to your tastes, your nutrition preferences, your health goals. You guys, I'm a picky eater, and I also have a hard time deciding what to eat. So not only do I need things suggested for me, but I have strict diet restrictions, which is a little unfair to put on a person. So I'm glad Hungryroot can do that for me. They make it easy to eat high-quality, nutritious foods and achieve any diet health goals by tailoring recipes to a variety of styles. Like for me, because of my arthritis, I'm always trying to flirt with an anti-inflammatory diet, but I'm always intimidated by how to do that and have it taste good. But Hungryroot helps me. There's no high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, no preservatives of any kind in any of Hungryroot's foods. They only source top quality meat and seafood free of hormones and antibiotics. All Hungryroot's recipes can be made in just 15 minutes or less. And with over 15,000 recipes shipped each week, there's something for everyone's taste and nutritional preference. I really love Hungryroot. They sent me this item. I'm always trying to sad to be a lifelong vegetarian and not really be good at cooking tofu. I feel like it either turns out burnt or too soft. And some of the dishes that I've been working with Hungryroot is teaching me that this tofu, honestly, you just cannot be afraid of flavor blasting that, MFer, okay? You just got to really hit it with the seasoning. I'm trying to not be a cringe, person who doesn't season their food anymore. I'm trying to do a better job. And Hungryroot is really helping me. You're going to love Hungryroot as much as I do. Take advantage of the exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/bald and use the code BALD. That's hungryroot.com/bald, code BALD to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/bald, code BALD.
This episode is sponsored by Zocdoc. As you may or may not know, humans are shockingly adept at procrastination. We will put things off for months, if not years, and in most cases, it's not a huge deal. If the hydrangea bushes aren't properly trimmed before the neighborhood block party, who cares? Stephanie from down the street will make some snide remarks about the bushes as she also complains about your ambrosia salad recipe, but that's the status quo for Stephanie and her heinous personality. If you're putting off a doctor's appointment because you think that rash will go away on its own, however, that could actually be a big deal. So why not make booking that appointment with a great doctor as painless as possible? Thanks to Zocdoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it ridiculously easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. They have over 100,000 doctors from literally any specialty, including proctology, urology, and every other ology that you can think of. You can filter the doctors who take your specific insurance, who are located nearby if you work from home or hate driving, or have specific office hours to match your schedule. And most importantly, you can find doctors who are highly rated by real-life verified patients. You can even see their real-time appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and instantly book a visit with just a few clicks. Same-day appointments can be booked in many cases, which is wonderful. The best part is that Zocdoc is completely free to use. You can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors with ease, which is why I love Zocdoc. When I needed to have my annual blood work done right before the holidays, Zocdoc helped me find the best doctor in my area and book them fast. If I can find a great doctor, so can you. And all because of Zocdoc. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/bald to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/bald. Zocdoc.com/bald.
Squarespace, baby. Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Squarespace. This is what I like about Squarespace. I feel that everybody should have the freedom to make their own little website, either for your business, pictures of your dog, recipes you like to make, your travel vlog. Maybe you're living the van life. Maybe you are trying to do the Julia and Julia and cook something every day for 100 days or whatever. I think that everybody should be able to do that, and it should be as accessible as possible because let me tell you, Squarespace, the way you can be a complete dunce and turn out a gorgeous website, it has the web designers shook. And let me tell you, I've worked with web designers. It's awful. I've worked with independent web designers. It's awful. I've worked with web design firms. It's awful. It's so freeing as a small business and a creator and a creative person to get an idea for my website, or like fresh out of Photoshop, I can find a photo I really like and throw it onto the website. Something else I really like is that there's engines in this that tell you what people are doing on your website. You can see what they click first. If they click this button, what else do they click? You could see exactly at what point they maybe abandon the cart. You could see if somebody likes this lip product, let's say, it's very likely they also are going to click on this. So you kind of see how people logically link products to themselves. I think that's really interesting too. When I was working as a bridal makeup artist in my 20s, it was so nice to be able to do a wedding on Saturday, get the pictures, by Monday from the photographer, and have brand new, fresh, recent wedding photos of a bride and groom, or a bride and bride, or a groom and groom on the website. From like, I could be actively doing spring weddings and putting up photos from spring weddings. It was really nice. I also really love the scheduling. My massage therapist uses this tool, and instead of me texting him and harassing him and being like, when are you free? When are you free? When are you free? I'll just go in and I'll book a massage with him right in the schedule in the website. And I don't even have to text him. I've texted him and been like, hey, I booked on your website. Did you see that? And he's like, oh yeah, you're all good. You don't even have to text me. And it's really nice. It makes you feel like less of a stalker when you're just trying to like get somebody to give you their availability. And also fierce email campaigns. I mean, at Trixie Cosmetics, something like 35% of our emails get opened, and most people, what gets opened is like under 1%. So if you make them compelling and you make them really fun, people definitely look at your emails. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/bald and save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's www.squarespace.com/bald, baby. I will see you on the internet. And then with the time change, I said, I'm going to lay down before I come here. I lay on the couch. I put a pillow over my own face and sleep like this. And Brandon calls me and goes, I'm outside.
Oh,
it's 2:50.
I know.
Or it's 1:50. I go, oh my God.
I know. I get the text. We were shooting at 2 p.m. in the calendar, and I get a text. I overslept. I was like, oh gosh, what does that mean?
Yeah. When you go to a premiere and you don't know anyone in it, it's thrilling to get to see actors you don't know that are major stars like Danny McBride and Adam and everyone. I was just like, oh my God. It was really fun. I was behind the press people because they're interviewing the real cast and it's their final season. So, it's very big press thing. Yeah. And I'm behind the cameras interviewing them like, because I love the programs. I'm like,
fierce.
And I don't know how I was invited. I think I was the only gay person. I think I'm probably.
How were you? Did you tweet about the show or whatever? Or?
Well, yeah, because I was thrilled to see it. Okay. This was one of the only things I've been invited to where if I wasn't invited, I would have broken into that lot to watch this premiere. I just love that show.
Gotcha. I mean, I had a ball at the Nosferatu premiere. People were always they wanted me to talk about it. It was great. That's it. Close that. But when
did you go talk about it?
No. Like the fans wanted me to what did you think of the film?
Oh, well, what did you think of it?
It was good. But I think my enjoyment of it was heightened dramatically by being at the premiere.
Of course.
Because they were all there and it was like, it was great. It was technically beautiful, but I don't want to watch it again. So there's that.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about the Oscars. I know this is like 3 months later, but you didn't watch the Oscars?
No, I was in Australia.
Fuck. When
I saw your thing about Demi, that really hit you hard.
It did hit me hard because, I don't know this woman.
Right.
We are not friends. We have never met.
That doesn't ever seem to stop you.
Nobody is entitled or owed anything in this world. Certainly not by the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences.
Yes.
But I was shocked, and I screamed, and then I was deflated for 20 minutes after, and then I continued to be wistful and rueful for the next until now.
Well, it's just difficult with horror, as you know.
I know, but see,
everybody says that. What's the movie that did win with the gorgeous gal,
Mikey Madison?
Everyone says it's amazing, so maybe it is so amazing.
I saw it. Funny thing about that movie, though,
I heard it's amazing.
There's some, yes. However, there are some. I heard some very interesting accusations that half of it was filmed non-union. and that only by getting harassed did the director then unionize and then give people insurance. So there was some there might have been some kooky stuff going on because it's a very low budget movie.
Right.
And they didn't have intimacy coordinators, yada, yada, yada. So they were like, some people were arguing that that movie should not even have been up for Best Picture. Anything.
Because I understand what you're saying. I didn't hear about that.
It could not be true. It was like, but the person that I read it, the thread that I was, it seemed kind of legit. So I thought that was interesting to investigate. However,
I want to see it because I do like Miss Mikey. She eats and everything.
It's cool. I loved it. I loved the Russian part because there's actual Russian people in it speaking actual Russian, not some like horrible Bengal, shitty like accent from Germany or whatever. But she's young. The thing that happened is that the substance happened. Sue won.
Right.
She could have played Sue in the substance. Do you really, you know what I mean? The poetic irony of it is too.
Well, what about Rodney McDowell or whatever? What's her name?
Margaret Qualley. Rodney McDowell?
Isn't Andy McDowell's daughter?
Yes.
Not Rodney, but you know what I mean.
No, but I'm saying is like, it turned out to be true. Like the ingenue's first major thing, she wins an Oscar.
But you know what?
No, she ate, and I don't want to like discount her or discredit her. But if Demi had won, I think every single person would have been like, thank God. Nobody would have been disappointed. Mikey would not have been disappointed. You know what I mean? Fernanda Torres would not have been disappointed, although Brazil would probably put a hit out onto me.
Yeah, I mean, can I just be honest though?
Yeah.
Don't you think part of anybody with, if we ever get nominated for real awards, I'll be really happy.
Yeah.
But you know that shit is not qualifying anyone's performance or acting.
No. I know, but
they're both great actresses. They're both great films. Everybody wins here.
But it would have been an opportunity for there to be a meta moment that is actually meaningful.
Sure.
And actually more importantly, it would have had a kick in the door for horror.
Yeah. She got a Golden Globe though, and all these wonderful nominations. Yeah. Still a good kick for horror.
Yeah. But at 62, it's like, and
Mikey she was the killer in one of the Scream movies.
She was, and then she was also
spoiler alert.
Then she was also burned to death in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now that should have been Best Supporting Actress because that was
that I love that shit.
I know. Just like
she goes.
That was you in this morning.
She starts on fire in Scream too.
I know.
She's always on fire.
She's lit.
That girl's on fire. Katniss Everdeen, the girl on fire.
But I saw her face, and I'm projecting, of course, when Demi. I could see it. I could see that.
You took your Oscar and you whipped it through the TV.
I saw her, and she turned, and I think she looked at someone, and I was like, I could see it. I was like,
she disappointed.
Yeah. And I think that she knew she lost the BAFTA. So
she felt like it was coming.
I think that she was like, oh, fuck, this is not a sure thing. And then I think, so it was really rolling into the ceremony. I mean, this is like my Olympics or my Super Bowl. And I'm like, oh God, it's not going to happen.
Is it your Olympics and your Super Bowl?
Well,
when
because
you don't watch all these movies.
No, it's the confluence. Well, this year sucked because half of the movies were shit. Okay. But
The Brutalist, did you hear it had intermission?
Sweetie, I want to talk about Adrian Brody's 5 record-breaking speech where he says not one damn thing. He literally shushed the music and said, I'll be brief after 4 minutes of talking. It was the most pretentious, ridiculous, only a man could ever do this kind of boot nasty speech where nothing was said of substance at all. And I'm like, you are such a piece of shit. I hate you. I hate your guts.
Adrian Brody? You hate Adrian Brody?
I hate him. I'll go on. I'll say it to that camera and to that, wherever that one. Yeah. Oh,
that's crazy.
But here's the thing though. Madonna recently came out as saying Emilia Perez was her favorite movie of the year.
I saw that.
So that with that comment, I am closing the spiritual door on realm. Emilia Perez. It will never be discussed.
You know what? We all know how we feel about it. It's over.
Yeah. It's done. Madonna put a pin in it.
Besides, at this point, if I go somewhere and I'm going to tell you, the amount of shit we've talked about this movie, we will bump into Zoe Saldana. I'm going to see her at Erewhon.
Selena Gomez is
she's going to kick me in the cunt with her shiny white kids.
Well, she's like, she's like, keep crying, jobless.
Yes. Hi, bald. How was your movie? Don't have one?
Right. How was your nomination?
Oh, you don't have a
that's right.
trans Mexican musical? Then shut up, bitch. Like, I'm sorry, we're gonna run into her.
If I don't, well, it's over. It's done. Complete. That's it. But pour one out for Mikey. Do keep one in for Adrian because keep
Penis
it cute.
to vagina.
Keep it cute at the like Merritt Weaver. You know Merritt Weaver, Nurse Jackie.
Well, can I say you and I both hate when they don't have a plan?
Well, Jessica Lange summed it up beautifully. She's like, I keep it brief. I don't thank God. I don't thank. I don't tell my children to go to bed. I don't proselytize for any purpose. I thank the people that I worked for because anything else is really pretentious.
Yeah. Where's that? I just say a message from my mom. Mom, if you're watching this, you died 3 years ago. What are you doing?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, Uncle George, if you're watching this, you molested me. I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Shouldn't you be drunk by now? You know?
Yeah.
I also take issue with, and this happened a little bit at the Gemstones, but it happens at every talkback where they ask them like, I know it's all great actors. I know it's all great performers, but sometimes when we all reach into each other's laps and start jerking each other off, sometimes I just want to hear how fun it was to do your own stunt.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's a great group of people. Yeah. I know it's a privilege to be a working actor. Like, some of these things I am like, all right. I'm like, you know, when you're the steering wheel, because I drive, has that skip button. I wish I could skip some comments and talkbacks because they're so limited that I'm like, if we have 20 minutes, I want to hear the most interesting shit.
Absolutely.
We should at the top just take for granted that we all appreciate each other.
That's a given. Yeah.
But now tell me, what was it like to wear that bunny suit and get kicked off a roof? Or you know what I mean? Like,
yes, I do.
That's what I want to hear.
No shit, Mary. Also, these people in front, I can handle shenanigans from best costume designer. People behind the camera.
Right.
If you're a performer, oh, sweetie, and you are nominated, when you hit that stage, you got 3 plans, all memorized.
Yeah.
You got the emotional one, you got the stoic one, you got the very short and sweet one. And you know them all by heart. You're not searching for anything. You're not even looking at a piece of paper. You're prepared.
You're prepared.
You're a performer. Like, you can fake cry, like, on a dime. So do it. And get out of there. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I think I would do the Halle Berry cry, the one where she walks up like.
But that was. I
love that.
That was nuts. Like,
but that's why
I know. But it's like. But she was like, ah.
I go up there, I pull my wig off to reveal the same wig. I take off both my shoes to show my square toes.
No, you take off your shoes, you pour up, there's like tons of water.
I smile and it's Scrabble towels. I say thank you and I leave.
No, that's it.
Now that's it.
You showed
Penis
the girl.
Vagina. We said we wouldn't talk about it.
No, I'm not gonna. No, we can't.
We can't.
You talked about it. I kept my promise.
Yeah, but you like made me like spiritually. You know, because I know you were thinking about my penis and my vagina.
Well, Daryl Hannah came out at one point, and I was like, yes. First thing out of her mouth, Ukraine. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but, you know, it was like.
I don't know why.
But I mean, like, but it was, just, again, it was like, this is not a rally, but anyways, she was cunt, girl. Daryl Hannah is cunt.
Of course. She's very cunt.
Daryl Hannah is cunt. There's not an I mean, Andrew was telling me that she said once at a party, you know, sometimes you gotta grab your purse and run.
Tea. That's completely tea. Right? I've been rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No, okay.
I watch it like once every couple years.
How many seasons is that?
There's 7. And this is back when TV was doing 22 episode seasons and they were 45 minutes long.
That's what I need to talk to you about. Where have all the cowboys gone?
They're on Yellowstone.
Sweetie, Dune Prophecy, 6 episodes, flop. 6 episodes on a big budget Sunday night prestige HBO event? Sometimes you got to grab your purse and go.
But I'm on season 3 right now, which is one of my favorite seasons. I know you're not a Buffy person.
No, but I'm interested.
But when Faith shows up, who's the bad Slayer, there's an evil Slayer, and you have Buffy versus Slayer, blonde versus brunette. She's like slutty with the tattoos and kind of like a bad girl, and Buffy's so goody-goody. Eliza Dushku, who's...
Oh, love her.
Hot as hell.
I love her.
Hot as the big cherry lips, the smoky eye, the
she kind of gets Ana de Armas a little bit.
She's so fucking good. And I follow her on Instagram, and now she does primarily activism because she had some not so safe experiences when she was a young actress. So now she does a lot of work like that, but she looks exactly the same.
She's gorgeous.
Body T. Her body T, her face pretty, her body T. And I'm watching it and I'm just like, God, nothing fucking beats Buffy versus Faith in this season. Nothing beats goody tan blonde Buffy against slutty evil Faith with the big knife. And I'm watching it, and I forget that in season 3 there's an episode called, I think it's called, which one's the one about the shooter? It's Buffy's in a high school, and she's a senior this year, and there's earshot. Okay. There's an episode where she fights these 2 demons who have telepathy and they have no mouths. And she gets some blood on her, and the blood goes into her skin, and she gets the power. She gets an aspect of the demon, and she gets the power to hear thoughts.
Oh, fierce.
So first Buffy's like, this is amazing. I'm going to be a better fighter.
Yeah.
I can read everyone's feelings around me. And for storytelling, it's a great episode to hear what everyone's secretly thinking.
Sure.
But this is an episode that I believe, you can fact check me on this, I believe at the time it was scheduled. Okay, I'll tell you what the episode, she's in the lunchroom and she hears a voice go, this time tomorrow you'll all be dead. So Buffy's like, oh my God, somebody in the high school is going to kill everyone. So she's trying to cure her hearing thoughts because they're so numerous. She like passes out when she's in a group of people because she can hear everyone's thoughts. Okay. So her and the Scooby Gang are trying to find out who the shooter is, but by this time tomorrow. So it's frantic. They're trying to interview people, and it ends up being she ends up in a clock tower at the school with a kid with a rifle. Oh. She stops this kid with a rifle who was going to go up there to kill himself. This episode was meant to air during Columbine, right? Columbine happened the week before. Oh my God. So back in 1998 or whatever, Columbine happened, horrible tragedy. And the next, unless you're Alex Jones, who apparently thinks it didn't happen.
Sure. Yep. Right. Yeah. Wormholes, whatever.
Yeah. So the next week, this episode's meant to air. And I'm like, that's just crazy. Thinking of I mean, you can't predict the future when you're making these giant TV shows 22 episodes in advance.
Right.
And I think at the time they pushed the episode to the end of the season. Wow. Even though it's chronologically didn't make sense.
Right.
But how crazy that the week that's supposed to air, there's an episode with a kid with a gun in a school.
And also, maybe I'm wrong. I know that school shootings are very numerous these days, but at that time they were not.
It was maybe just one a day.
Yeah, right. Right. But it was a huge thing.
Huge. And I watched that Columbine documentary, and it was about, InfoWars saying the parents are all liars and shit. It's a wreck. Can you
fucking imagine that? I know.
That documentary starts with the parents talking about getting their kids ready for school that day, what they ate, what clothes they put on them.
I can't even listen to you. I would cry.
It was awful. And then you have these, I think we talked about on the pod, but you had these parents being like, can you just acknowledge that my kid died?
My kids was murdered at school.
Yeah. Can you not ask your millions of listeners or whatever to call me and tell me I'm a liar?
That's so
fucking crazy.
That's brutal.
I just love to rewatch Buffy. All right, I know that's horrible.
I'm going to get it because
you want me to watch Mad Men.
I do, because you're going to eat. You're going to get gooned.
You know what's going to happen? It's going to happen whenever I take in new information, I hyperfixate, and I'll talk about Mad Men for a year probably. So get ready for that. I'm sorry.
I think that you're going to, I believe, I don't think it'll be quite as strong, but it'll be on par with Watchmen. Because it's kind of a perfect show.
And Kieran's in it. Ain't she a kid?
Sweetie, yeah, she grows up. Blue.
Damn.
She's great in it. She's a precocious youngster. She's fabulous.
Can I tell you that pisses me off in movies when kids talk like adults?
Precocious youngsters.
Hate that.
I hate it too. And
have you ever met a kid who's not talking like a little asshole?
Controversial, but I cling to this opinion that Hollywood should not allow anyone under 18 to act.
So all movies should just have no children?
No, you can have them. They're just off screen. They're referred to. They're talked about. They're animatronic.
Or maybe
they're Renesmee. They're CGI.
Guess what season 2 is coming?
What?
The Rehearsal.
No way.
Season 2 is coming, baby.
What are they going to do?
Who knows? Speaking of mannequins of kids, remember they would have the fake kids sleeping in there sometimes?
That motherfucker. Is...
She's a disruptor.
And then when you saw the I drink my grandson pee, right?
Yes.
That's kind of like the moon landing for me.
Right.
That moment was like, that
was your moonlight.
Yeah. That was like everything before my life. And after that, it's cleaved in half.
I think they should read Best Oscar as the wrong thing every year. As like a little throwback.
Well, I was hoping, yeah.
But what if they had done that to Poor Demi? Call the substance and then had been the wrong thing?
Oh, sweetie, you better believe I would have called technicality. You said it. Give her the award. Or else.
Plus, I know this is like time traveling. I remember being at this little Oscar party when that happened. Miss La La Land did not give me what it apparently gives everyone else. That movie did not give me what it gave everyone else.
Well, sweetie, that's what's going on almost every year. There's always a girl up in that club that's not given what the other girls are given, but they're all.
I can't talk about it.
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
You better chill.
Hey, that Oscar's mine.
God, someday I'm gonna go to an audition, and they're gonna great. You're gonna have to read against the person who's gonna play your
Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, yes. It's kind of a Losing Isaiah remake. I'm playing the Halle Berry role, and then Zoe is playing the Jessica Lange role, and they have me read with her, and Zoe's gonna be like,
so flop, still bald. Boom.
Yeah. Interesting of you to bring your heap of shit body in here and try to talk to me.
When you do like, stay bald, jobless.
Stay bald, Stay bald, jobless. Damn.
It's great, but I didn't see The Brutalist, and I won't. It's okay.
You've been watching the news?
No, I have not, because this is maybe not great, but because my life is in shambles, I also I kind of need some reprieve.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because my home life is very not great right now.
I know.
So I don't want to. It's like from my
It's crazy that you created your own crack house to live in.
No.
You start stripping the walls.
Yeah, but it's just not things at home are not super comfy.
Right.
So I don't want to it feels like self-flagellation. I don't know. Maybe that's being a bad citizen.
The other day it rained and I couldn't get in the hot tub, so I totally get it.
See, when it rains, Mama.
When it rains, you're poor.
Mama, let me tell you something. So it rained. So I got a condo that is literally just like a ramshackle motherfucking thing. So when it rains, Miss Thing she's pumping.
My condo leaks too. At where we used to shoot the pod. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, or let me tell you this. What do you think these guys suggested as an interim solution? A tarp as a tent.
In the home?
Covering the deck. A tarp with a tent. Fixed with what? Duct tape? Yeah, let's do that. To stucco? Sure.
To stucco? That didn't stick, did it?
Mary?
The whole building came down.
Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't need to tell you that that's not going to work.
Right. Get Bob Vila down here.
10 minutes into the whole thing, I go and check on it. All down.
Collapse.
Pools of
blood.
Yes. And I'm like, fierce.
You know
That's
what?
Fierce.
Slay. You know what? Actually, fierce.
Boots.
By the way, if you guys notice, this is a new Trixie shirt. This is in collaboration with the American Red Cross. This is going to benefit all the people who are deployed, mental health workers, skilled health workers, help to fully stock emergency response vehicles, supply a full-day emergency shelter, distribute cleanup kits stocked with essentials, and provide financial assistance for families who are trying to jumpstart recovery from very difficult situations. Isn't it cool? We're helping the people who are affected by the LA fires. It has me on it, all the money, all of it. Not the thing where companies say a portion of the proceeds, all of it goes to help people who is affected. So enjoy this Trixie shirt in exchange for your support for people in need. Love you.
I love that shirt.
Thank God.
And also I love the beigey color. I love the off-white.
It's nice, right?
I love that.
We have a show this weekend. I think I'm going to talk about bangs. You can come see some of the Bald and the Beautifuls here. I don't think we have any scheduled, but
before you do that, I have to reiterate, I really do, for all you drivers out there, if you are number one in line for that green left turn, you better be off your phone. You better be gooned.
You better be ready.
You better be gooned because you got one eye on the other lights. Yellow, that's the signal. You see that? Sometimes there's only 5 seconds. You got 10 cars need to turn left at rush hour.
Yeah.
You have a responsibility to your fellow citizen.
Be a good American. All I ask is that you vote and you turn on green when it's time.
I don't even care about the voting. Just get that green arrow.
I don't even care about the blinker. Just get that heap of shit out of here.
You better be on point and alert for your fellow drivers.
You better.
Give a hoot.
You better get... You better get that Fiat 500 out of here, okay? Can I tell you what happened to me? I was on tour and I've been having some back problems. You know, the type of arthritis I have starts in the spine.
What?
And so I have some very mild spinal fusion up here. And so
mild spinal fusion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's degenerative. So I'm starting to deal with some of it. And I was having my back lock up on tour from sitting in the seats and not sleeping right. You know, type of thing in the morning where I have to stretch first. The back hurts first thing.
Roll.
Yeah, but in bed before I get out of bed, long child's pose, stuff like that. So I have to get a massage. So Brandon goes, we're staying at the Westin. There's a spa in here. And I go, all right. I go, do you guys have anybody who can do kind of like a sports massage style, like a heavier massage? And they go, well, we have normal massage. We can ask for like a firm grip. And I said, okay, imagine the grip. Right. So I go in, I lay down, and I feel bad because I know that this person recognized me and I know that this person was a fan. It just was not enough pressure. And so I was like, go hard. Go hard. I said,
go off, sis.
I'm like a 350-pound Bulgarian guy who hates fags to beat the shit out of me.
Yes.
But you will not, it'll be fine. And she goes, great. And she hands me a stone that says like courage. And I go, great. So I lay down with that. So that's like, right. Okay, great. And I love her. She was a lovely, if you're looking to relax, I think she was the massage for you because I fell asleep.
Maybe a Reiki experience kind of thing. But Kabbalah spiritual mother vibes.
But my back was so bad that I was taking gabapentin and doing icy hot. Like it was bad.
You needed physical therapy, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's giving Miss Touchy Feely. She's giving Miss Gropey Ropey.
She's giving Aura of Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah. And I could tell that she was a supporter of the pod and a friend of ours.
Well, then why did she get into it? Put her back into it.
I felt bad being like, all right, if this is the pressure, I would rather just pay in full and leave now and find another massage. Oh, fuck. But then I fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
So then I woke up and found another massage, walked over, and this was the other end of the spectrum. This was
Wesley Snipes.
All the lights on. Like, just take off the shirt. I just need to see your back. And we're mainly going to work with thumbs and knuckles, pressure point.
Crowbars.
They asked me, they said, do you have a back injury? Everything's so crooked. You're swollen in so many different areas. Do you have a spinal injury? And I said, no. So then I go get an x-ray and they were like, oh yeah, the area that's fused is like, these two parts of your spine are fused now and it's probably, going to have problems. And this guy, such fierce knuckle in the back, up the back. It
Brass
was
knuckles, babe.
Kinetic by Wade in Brisbane. They got me together. That knuckle so deep in the back hurts so bad. And straight men make me feel like I can't show vulnerability.
Perfect.
So I'm basically fighting back tears, how bad it hurts. But I'm also like, well, what are you paying for?
Yeah.
Do you want to get done dirt cheap?
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever seen Brock Urich get fucking, they go underneath his fucking ribs. What? He's screaming. Oh yeah. It's wild shit going on over there.
It was very beneficial because I'd never experienced a massage that was so light-handed that I was like,
Mary, damn, it sucks. How about this one? Light-handed, not only light-handed, jewelry and nails.
Well, there you go.
Poland.
Cynthia
Think
Rebo
about it.
Shredding you.
Mama, basically a granny with fucking rings and acrylics on doing massage. Yeah. In Poland.
I've had the same massage guy for 10 years.
Really?
Yes. And he's a big, strong, huge hands, just football build.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just used to a lot of pressure.
Well, but I mean,
that's all I've ever known.
Any CMT, certified massage therapist, should be able to provide a full range of pressure. They have to have strong hands. It's like, that's
I asked for,
job.
I said, I want like really firm as you can do. And then I was like, well, there's really no use giving comment because if this is the lightest massage I've ever had.
Well,
I'm asking for.
She needs to jump on the table because I had a Thai lady jump all over me.
And that's the thing. Maybe I'm asking someone salsa to dance hip hop. Maybe it's just a different style, and I was being unfair with what I expected.
Perhaps. Maybe
because it was a spa, and frankly, I don't give a shit about the tea. I don't give a shit about the robe,
the humidifier, and all the tinkly music and stuff.
Back a car over me. Like I don't care about the dark lights.
Put me in the car parking lot and drive over me like the Amazon truck.
Yeah. And back to the hot tub too. Mm-hmm. The only reason I do use it every day out of like, if you have one and you pay for it, you better get in it, you whore.
Get in every day, no matter what.
Every day.
You
out of cheapness, I get in every day.
Get in there.
Diarrhea? Cook myself in the hot diarrhea. Why not?
Get in that brown soup.
Hell yeah. I'll probably have diarrhea today.
I don't
know about alcohol.
Listen, I don't want to tell anybody to do nothing, but it's a poison. Straight up.
Back in my day, there was boys and girls. It was Adam and Eve, not gin and tonic. Like I don't.
Southern Comfort? What's so comfortable about it?
Southern Comfort?
Oh, man.
Damn. Oh, yeah. When's the last time you got penetrated?
Oh, my gosh. I can't even remember. I jacked off with somebody the other day, though. I thought that was fun.
Did they know?
They did.
Okay.
In fact, it was agreed upon before it started.
Consent it's just fun.
Yeah, and what ended up happening though is that I got a little faggy, and then like, because sometimes I just don't have like a big sex drive right now.
Right.
And this is going to be gross. I'm sorry it's TMI. I haven't had an orgasm in over 2 weeks. Or 3, I think, actually.
Oh.
It's strange.
You know when you wake up, I maybe not some, maybe
Wait,
this doesn't
I have a penis, so just so everybody knows. I don't know if I do have a penis.
I think we know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't exactly hide it in drag. We all have to see it in those skimpy little bodysuits, Miss Knuckle.
Miss White Leotard, no panty.
Look like you've got Mr. Peanut on board here. Mrs. Peanut. Mrs. Peanut. Yeah. Penis to vagina. Don't. So we sometimes when you wake up hungover, you're horny. I don't know if this ever happened to anybody else. You get horny, but then if you have the sex, you get sicker. Oh. You sneeze on the beat in the beginning. Once you hit that nut, you're like, oh, I might throw up now. Because the hangover hits then. Because the distraction is over.
My God, that's so crazy. Imagine
you get horny, but if you do the sex, you get sicker.
So you're gonna
life and limb,
suck that dick and then throw up on the dick,
and then you're nauseous and your mouth tastes like cum, and you're like, so now what? You know.
Damn.
So I've been watching the news a lot in LA. I'm just kind of fixated on watching the news and the whole. So I found this great TikTok of news blooper. These audio. You will not believe what these people say. Listen to this bitch on the air.
I'm so pale.
She didn't know that was rolling.
You're on it. Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
Say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
Like, oh, that one.
Like, you be so for real. Be so for real.
Mega Doo-Doo.
A professional journalist.
D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
It looks like
Deirdre Menger something. Deirdre.
And the worst part is it's a fallen soldier,
pouring
public
out
servant.
For Mega Doo-Doo. We're not pouring one out for D.D.
When you see Deidre and you're not sure, you could say Deanne, you could say Diana, you could say Miss D.
You could say, or
this lovely individual,
or this brave woman whose name I can't pronounce. Producer, may I have her name? You can even do that.
And let me tell you this, bitch,
D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
You better not have me working with you when you walk in the break room. I don't have the professionalism to not go. So D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
Yeah, from D.D. to the Doo-Doo.
From D.D. I got a couple more for you.
Slight chance of some participation.
Is that a stroke?
Rain.
Is that a stroke? Is that a stroke?
When the weather gal can't say, this is horny.
You had one job.
Hold on, I got one more for you. This is really fierce.
Examiner's office. Over the last 2 years, hundreds have landed in the Summit County Medical Examiner's office.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
Isn't that cunty? The news.
D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
That is
But now he's dead. You got to be careful with that news voice because it can sound very cold to the dead. Everyone died.
Yeah. Her name was D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
D.D. Mega Doo-Doo, Fox 11 News. I hate that kind of cadence,
I hate it too. It's wild. I mean, it's...
What do you call that?
Bad reporting? I mean...
Well, I asked a reporter why they do that. And he said it's so that when you're in the field, they know when, all right, that segment is, they're done talking.
It's a button.
It's your over.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, live reporting is, can you imagine? Live TV? Live on
we
the
do
scene?
one live event a year, and it takes a village for us to sit and speak.
Hello, thank you, and also, D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
D.D. Mega Doo-Doo.
It's like, D.D. Mega Doo. Don't
just say that girl,
Deirdre.
It's a horrible
How did
name.
you? It's Deirdre. I'm gonna. Hey, babe. What do you think about for our daughter's name? Kelly or Simone or like Natalie? Deirdre.
What a fucking horrible name.
I know.
It might as well be Dee Dee's better.
A name that is only going to get nicknamed. Do you know what I mean?
Deirdre.
It's like why do you do that? Why do you force the I don't get that. What is that? A name that is like Margaret?
Well, that's right up there with a normal name. Like Brandon's mom told me she almost did Branden. I was like, he would have been having to fix that his whole life. That would have been horrible.
I know, it's crazy.
Brian, Brien or some shit. What the fuck?
Mary, don't get creative with the spelling.
Don't get creative.
It's just a label.
It's just a label.
Focus on what's inside.
All right. Well, thank you for having us here at the pod.
Pouring out for Mega Doo-Doo.
Mega Doo-Doo. Goodbye.